Coming up on today's FNN, the ins and outs of school lockdown policy.
Plus, our art classes at EK are about more than just earning a grade.
And we get the latest from EK Athletics. Stay tuned for all that and more because FNN starts now. Happy Friday, Falcons. I'm Zaya.
And I'm Naya.
Lockdown drills have become nearly universal in American public schools, with 95% of public schools implementing them. FNN reporter Julie Islas takes a look at what lockdown procedures are like at EK.
An actual lockdown doesn't always involve a direct threat within the school itself. Last school year, an incident near the intersection of 60th and Kalamazoo Avenue delayed dismissal at EK and prompted a secure mode lockdown. Natalie McGuire, a junior at East Kentwood High School, recalls her uncertainty and confusion.
So last year I was in my French class and I remember no one really knew what was going on, why we were in lockdown. I knew what to do inside a lockdown drill and I knew what the procedures were, but I just didn't really know what was going on outside of the school and stuff.
Natalie and her classmates knew what actions to take thanks to previous drills, but that did little to ease the wariness they felt during the lockdown. The heightened anxiety they experienced reflects broader concerns, as a study from the Georgia Institute of Technology found that active shooter drills and threats are linked to a 42% increase in stress and anxiety among students. Freshman Campus School Resource Officer Daniel Foreman defines what secure mode is.
Secure mode is when there's an activity happening outside of the school in close proximity where the classroom doors are locked, but instruction continues on a normal basis.
Natalie says that established protocols provide reassurance during external threats.
I don't think we should evacuate the school because if there's a threat outside of the school, we shouldn't go closer to the threat. So I do feel safer inside of the school, especially since we've done drills and know what to do inside of the school. So yeah, I feel safer inside the school.
Officer Foreman continues to explain how regular assessment and ongoing coordination allows KPS to improve lockdowns.
So after a lockdown, we review what happened, like our drills. We also meet with the safety director for Kentwood Public Schools, review our practices that we have in place. We also coordinate with Kent ISD, see what their best practices are, and see if they'll fit for the KPS school district.
Revising procedures are essential for ensuring schools remain prepared for any situation. However, balancing preparedness with the mental well-being of students remains a challenge. At EK, I'm Julie Islas.
As lockdown drills become ingrained in school culture, it's important to recognize their impact on students, and Kentwood is constantly evaluating their safety policy.
Classes at EK oftentimes are bigger than just earning a grade. Our culinary arts students spend some time before winter break helping provide food for families in need. FNN's Andrew Warren has the story.
So Mel Trotter started around 1900s. What they do is Mel Trotter himself was homeless when he in Chicago, and when he came to Grand Rapids, his aim was to eliminate homelessness. This is an event we did almost close to 3,500 to almost 4,000 people. So the scale was pretty massive for what we normally do. So this kind of gives a perspective of students, to our students at least, to see how we feed in a very large environment. This is a good way for us to serve a community, to make sure that anyone that does not have a meal gets fed, and also teaches our students how to volunteer and give to our community. What we did was, just like any other culinary preparation, we started preparing whatever they asked us. So mainly what we did was we prepared a lot of vegetables. We also did some stuffing for them. This also helped them to see preparing food beyond just 15 or 20 people, because usually when we do our events, we are very serving in terms of what we like to do for our community. But when we look at the greater Grand Rapids, we don't do as much. So this is kind of an opportunity to serve our greater community.
This spring, you can enroll in one of our many culinary classes for next fall by scheduling a meeting with your counselor.
An East Kentwood teacher is helping students' creative ideas move from papers to sculptures. I took the time to sit down with 3D arts teacher Mr. LaFleur on his journey to become a supportive teacher at EK. At East Kentwood High School, we are all about new ideas and creativity. There's one class that combines both of those into one fun, hands-on learning experience. Here at EK, we offer a fun and creative class, Sculpture and Ceramics. This class is run by Mr. LaFleur, who is relatively new to East Kentwood. I sat down with Mr. LaFleur as he talks about his experience at EK so far.
So I teach exclusively three-dimensional media here at the high school. I used to be at the freshman campus for the past 2 years, where I replaced Adrienne DeMilner as the freshman campus teacher. So I was over there for the past 2 years, and then I took place of Miss Miller when she left her post here, and I am now the new 3D sculpture and ceramics teacher here at the high school.
Many students here at EK don't realize just how fun and effective the art classes are. Art classes are a way for students to get their ideas heard and out there into the world. It helps students become more confident. Mr. LaFleur talks about what he offers and just how efficient his class is.
You know, we got a lot to offer. We got drawing, we got painting and color theory, we got sculpture and ceramics, we have digital media. We're trying to come up with some new courses now, including comic art and illustration. That might be something in the works. Community art, as well as like creating art as a team to create, specific art pieces for the gardens outside, maybe new murals throughout the building, getting those kind of big idea projects out of the studio and into our school.
While many students take the class for fun, others see it as a way to express themselves. Junior Jesslyn Ash talks about what the class has done for her and why she recommends it to other students.
Not only is the teacher a great teacher, but also it creates more of an artistic thing for students. It helps people be able to express their creativity with no matter what, if it's like just a subtle touch or if it's something else.
Mr. LaFleur's class is a great way for students to develop their creativity and confidence, and is proof that art education can make a difference. At EK, I'm Rosiah Fields. Starting this spring, you can contact your counselor to sign up for 3D arts class and express your creativity.
And that wraps up your news this week.
Now let's send it over to Erica Large for your first EK Sports Report of 2025.
Falcons, it's your girl Erica, and this is your EK Sports Report. We have a lot of catching up to do with our winter sports teams, so let's hit the mat with our wrestling team. The boys and girls wrestling team have been putting up some solid performances this season, most recently having 14 wrestlers placed at the Dave Dunnenbach tournament. Captain Silas Mitchell says that having those teammates build each other up makes him want to work even harder.
So for me, it's always just about being a teammate that tells their teammates they believe in them even when they don't believe in themselves. So just having that camaraderie with each other, just always having each other's back when it gets hard, because it's a hard sport. You're cutting weight, you're just always tired, but knowing you have a teammate right there by your side just makes you want to go harder. So that's kind of what it's built on.
Now onto the pool, we have boys swim and dive. Though they have lost a lot of class of 2024 seniors, the team is ready to show what they have in store this winter season. Co-captain Teague Westra says that after the meets they previously had, he has qualified for states once again.
Well, we had our first real quad meet here 2 weeks ago, and I was fortunate enough to qualify for states, first meet of the season. So I can see where I am technically, and I'm trying to break the team record this year, go all state.
Last but certainly not least, basketball, as the annual Gotta Get It Classic was last weekend. A great Saturday of play with 12 teams around the state. Our boys won against Detroit Renaissance, with sophomore Jeremiah Cook winning MVP that game after dropping 30. Catch your boys back in action tonight playing against Hudsonville at 7, and our girls right before at 5:30. Well, that does it for today's sports report. We'll see you back here next week with the latest from your winter sports. Now let's flip it back to the desk.
Thanks, Erica.
Now let's wrap up our first show of 2025 with the segment we are bringing back, the Best Friends Quiz.
Okay, so I'm gonna draw first. Okay.
Say the question.
Favorite song?
What is my favorite song? Oh, I got my favorite song. I sing it a lot. Well, I hum it a lot. I recorded the song.
Okay, ready?
Ready?
My favorite color.
Okay, ready? So. Stop!
Why would you think it's blue?
Because that's sad.
That is not my favorite color.
Really?
It's
Pink?
not. It's not blue.
Don't give me pink vibes.
She's a fake friend.
Is she right? Oh, duh.
Fave show right now.
You were watching that one show when I was at your house, but that's not your favorite.
Yeah, I feel like right now.
See, we don't talk about TV shows, we talk about movies,
Yeah.
so this is hard.
I didn't know you watch shows.
What?
You haven't seen yet, and it's a summer one. It's a summer show.
What is
And
it
you haven't
called?
seen
No,
it.
I know what it is. What is it called? What is it called?
I was gonna put TikTok, but that's not a TV show. So technically I can't, but I'm just gonna go, you know.
What did he say?
I said IDK.
It's Shameless.
You watch Shameless?
Yeah.
Oh, that show's nasty.
I love you. I love.
And that does it for today's show.
We'll be back next Friday with more, but until then, make sure to follow us on Instagram and subscribe to Falcon News Network on YouTube, where you can catch live sports streams, previous episodes, and other great content.
Plus, check the posters around the school to tune into our radio station and check out our Spotify podcasting channel.
We'll see you back here next Friday.